going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
Oh wow, man, this is different, isn't it?
It's been too long, man.
It's been a minute.
Yes, it
It
has.
has been a minute. Golly, what's been going on with you?
Man, just Labor Day weekend.
How did that go? Because I know you went to the beach.
Oh,
You got to tell me your shenanigans for the beach.
I realized I don't like drinking anymore.
You don't like?
I said like 900 times.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking again.
Not drinking again
No.
till tomorrow.
I quit in between them.
Oh yeah. So it was a little harder to get over this time.
Yes, that's what. No kidding, man. You know, you used to could drink and just drink and drink and drink and drink. Wake up next day, drink again. You know, young.
Right.
Nowadays, I catch a buzz and I'm down for 3 days.
Right.
I just don't get over it like I used to, man. I'm not kidding you. I felt like I had been like beat up.
I remember the last time it was last year at your father-in-law's golf tournament. Was the last time that I really tied one on. It's taking me this long to get over it. It was rough. I mean, I remember waking up the next day being like, I don't know where I'm at.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. How'd I get here?
Yes.
What time did I go to bed? Yeah, it's just how'd I get to bed?
And then the stories that you're being told that happened the night before.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I didn't say that, you know. And then somebody else come by to confirm what you said, and it's even worse than what it was.
Yeah.
In your mind, you were a superstar, but in everybody else's mind, you was not there, you know.
Yeah, for that little bit of couple hours of fun, getting a buzz and stuff is not worth 48 hours of feeling like teetotal hell.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah, I know.
But I had a good time, man.
That's what counts. So.
Yeah, we went to Orange Beach.
Yeah.
My bikini bailing suit didn't come in on time.
No way.
We were almost, well, we were like an hour away, and Whitney watches on the ring, then pull in and lay it up on the thing because it was just in a little clear bag.
Well, next time.
Next time, there's always a
There's next time.
I'm gonna have to grow into this one. Though. It's got like a satchel for like
satchel.
Yeah, for like your penis. And once I realized it had that, I told Whitney, I said, "Look, we're gonna have to figure out something to stuff this thing with."
Get you a sock filled with something.
Oh yeah. But I ended up getting to. We got down there. We went to the souvenir shop. It's Joseph, my buddy that goes with us down on Labor Day, and his family. It embarrasses the crap out of him.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, but he was watching like this rescue crew or something like a little ways down the beach. He was just kind of checking all that out.
Yeah.
I walked up, I put my arm around him. I pulled my swim shorts down, and I had to wear a women's bikini bailing suit,
Oh my gosh.
but I had to like wear it backwards. I had to wear the button at the front. Yeah.
How awkward was that?
So it was like a G-string with like a granny panty in the front. So it looked like So I got down there, I put my arm around him while he was like looking down the beach, you know, at that rescue crew.
Hmm?
Dude, he just swats my arm off of him.
No way.
Yeah, like he knew something was going on, but he didn't know what. You know what I mean? And man, he looked down, and that son gun, you should have seen the sand coming out from underneath his feet as he was running.
Digging
like
a hole in the
Yeah,
spot.
he was going to get his cell phone, like I cared, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And then it was funny, there was a bachelorette trip down there,
Oh, no.
and this girl says, "Hey, I got to get my picture with you. This is too funny." So I ended up taking the picture, and then I ended up doing a little video where they all chased me.
You showed me that today. Yeah, that was classic Gibbs.
That's one thing I got. I got an extremely great wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. But
Yeah, the video. I mean, us talking about it does not give justice to the video because the video is it's funnier than the one last year.
I think it is too.
It's by far funnier than the one last year.
The last year one, you know, it just danced kind of.
Yeah, it's on the
it got
boards.
the kids worse than anything.
Yeah.
But on this one, I think the kids were too occupied playing and stuff. I don't even know if they realized.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was pretty fun. But While I was down there, man, I got the news about Jimmy Buffett, brother.
I know it, man. I mean, I was like heartbroken over the weekend, man.
Yeah. Me and you talked about it, man. We're parrot heads.
Oh yeah, big time. Oh man, I grew up on. My dad listened to it, my mom, you know, and I just grew up on Jimmy Buffett. And I mean, it was just, you heard a Jimmy Buffett song, you knew you was fixing to have a good time.
Want to go to the beach.
Want to go to the beach or drink a margarita.
Drink a margarita or dream of the beach.
Or dream of it, yeah. While you're sitting there in your backyard in the middle of Bayleton somewhere, you could sit, you know, in your backyard, listen to Jimmy Buffett with a margarita and think that you were there.
Yep, that's right. Yep, just wasted away.
A lot of people, we've lost a lot of people this year. I mean, star-wise, I mean, you know, celebrity-wise. We lost a good many. I saw yesterday where and I can't think of his name, forgive me, but the guy that wrote and performed Dreamweaver. Yeah, he passed away.
Huh. So, was he a one-hit wonder though?
You know, I think he did. I think he had another song.
Yeah.
From what I was seeing, the videos that I was seeing, but I think Dreamweaver was his biggest one.
Yeah, that's what I wonder about a lot of those one-hit wonders, man. They must make so much money, dude. They're just dumb.
But you know, there's somebody out there. You know, they say we're going to listen to one-hit wonders. Well, I like the whole album. What are you talking about, one-hit wonder? Number 3 on the second side was the perfect song, man. I've never heard nothing like it.
I was guilty of that, dude. It would take me. I would have a CD for like a month. And then about, hey, you know what? That Against the Wind's good too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because I'd be tied up on one down on Main Street or something. Like Bob Seger.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett, though, I think it was the Margaritaville album. Like song 1, I think was Come Monday. Margaritaville was like 6 songs.
There's a lot of songs that he had that, you know, wasn't popular, but they were just as awesome as the rest of them. Pencil Thin Mustache.
I love that song.
Oh my gosh, you know.
That would put you in a good mood no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to think about the guy that he's singing about. I mean, he was one cool guy.
Yeah.
You know, just him, you thinking about the person that he's singing about.
That's what Fleetwood Mac, man. I've always thought it was so funny with Stevie Nicks singing songs about Fleetwood.
Well, it was about what's the guitarist.
Yeah, I mean, she was basically just dogging all them on stage.
Well, it's because wasn't it him and the guitarist, or her and the guitarist were married, and then the piano player and the drum player, they were married.
That's right. I think that's right. Yeah.
And he would write the songs. The husband and the guitarist would write the songs, and he knew what he was writing, and she was just sitting there dogging him the whole time because he. Yeah. Funny how them old, music nowadays. I sit and listen. My kids are younger. They like the hip hop and some of the rap.
I like all music.
I do too. Yeah. But now some of it, I'm just like, can we just, does it have to be that much of that?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And with songs too, man, they run them in the ground.
They do nowadays.
I mean, you don't.
Something's popular. I mean, they make it unpopular.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
They really do.
That's like not Colt Ford. I always want to call Luke Combs Colt Ford, but Luke Combs is Fast Car.
Yeah.
You're hearing it on the alternative stations, the country stations.
I don't like it.
I love the song, but
I love the song when Tracy Chapman sings it.
Well, see, I like them both, but I'm like, you're getting on my nerves with it now.
You know how old that song is? My kid, both of my sons, and it come on radio station the other day. Or come on radio, and I was like, I just don't like this one. I don't like him. He redone this, and they were like, why? Oh, I like it. He didn't redo that song. I was like, yeah, he did. Tracy Chapman was the first one. She wrote it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah.
A lot of people did not know that that's a girl.
Oh, I had to look it up on my phone and actually show them that. Yes, see, female. It's, y'all. Let's not get into all this. Can't figure out what a man and woman is now. Come on, guys.
Oh yeah. Well, the cartoons can't.
Oh, you got to tell me. You tell me a little bit about that today. Now, what?
Us parents are naive, man. I mean, we really are. Walker's been watching. My 5-year-old son's been watching Bluey for like a month and a half. He's watching it online.
Okay.
But it does come on TV.
Like like Nickelodeon or.
Yeah, it may be Cartoon Network.
Okay.
It's one of them.
Okay,
yeah,
I got you.
But then, like Bluey, he's been playing Bluey. Then all of a sudden he tells me Bluey's a girl.
Wait a minute.
Bluey's a girl.
Bluey's a girl.
Yeah, and it's a blue bear.
Okay.
And supposedly, like I looked it up online, the Bluey thing. Let me read what it says about it. But it's like you would never expect that to be like a weird deal. I mean, let's see.
So they're hiding it well.
Yeah, for sure. Man, where's that at about the he's a blue heeler dog, I understand that. Well, I guess that kind of makes it make a little more sense on the female part. But then his friend Bingo is married to a woman or likes a woman. And Bingo is also a girl.
See,
That's very confusing.
That is confusing. I mean, even for me, because Bingo, to me, is a boy's name.
Me too. Yeah.
Bluey is. I mean, I would think Bluey's a boy.
Yeah, they should have at least spelled it different, because it's like Bluey.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Instead, they could have made it girly, maybe like Blu. I don't know.
I don't think there's any way you could spell it to make it not.
No, but Disney's doing the same stuff, man.
Disney's remaking a bunch of stuff. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That's even cartoons. I mean, shows that me and you grew up. I mean, I know I'm a little bit older than you, but I mean, still.
They're just going back and like transforming them into different things.
Yeah, I mean, how and all they think they can't get it past us. That's already watched it.
Oh, I know.
It's like, wait a minute, kids, come here. That ain't right.
Yeah. That's what every show too, including my show. You can't listen to nothing without a cuss word being thrown out there.
No, right?
But they'll like wait on you. You'll be watching this thing for about 10 minutes. What they do, they get you hooked.
Yeah.
You're kind of lured. You're like, oh my God, is John? Is he about to kill Louise or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like F-bomb, 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 F-bomb.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's like when you was asking me when I was telling you about the new Transformers the other day, and I know you was thinking about Little Walker watching it and everything. You asked me, he's like, is it kid friendly? And I was like, I had to think for a second. I had to be like, oh wait a minute, is there any F-bombs or is any bad thing like that?
It's almost every show's gonna at least have an F-bomb.
Yeah.
But they need to rate them different.
They do.
Yeah. Or is that the times we're moving into? You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's gonna be at times where there's not even gonna be a rating.
Because my daughter will tell me. Last night she was the one that found the show. Whitney and her read the description of it, everything, and it kind of seemed like it'd be a good series,
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as like that second F-bomb came out, Whitney looked at me, I looked at her, and looked at it and said, "Well, I know better than to say it."
She already knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 years old.
Well, you telling me about the age and her getting so mad when y'all made her stop doing her YouTubing,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and it was the way she was acting. The kids nowadays, man, they're just you look at them going, when did I miss your childhood?
That's right. Yeah, growing kids up too fast, man. The internet grows kids up way too fast.
And
I'm guilty, man, because a lot of times that tablet or cell phone is a babysitter for a little while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if one of them wants my phone, it's like, yeah, you can watch my phone. And it's just, it's almost like a babysitter. It sucks.
Oh, it is.
It does.
It is. I mean, my granddaughter, she's with me or something, and I'm driving or I'm trying to do something. Pop, can I look at your phone? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Here, let me put it on, your stuff. And,
Oh, yeah.
And she'll sit over there. And she's just the best little kid in the world. You'd think she was asleep sitting over there. So I just go with that.
Especially restaurants, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I have no problem with her in restaurants. I mean, she's awesome in a restaurant. I mean, never had no problems out of her.
Mine's got to have something to watch.
Mine don't.
So,
she's really good. We go on our little our dates, our Friday night dates, and we'll go to McDonald's and get her Happy Meal. I get one, she gets one. Of course, she gets the toys unless it's a really good one. Then I keep both of them. But
that's what Walker the other day said, or the other night actually. He was talking about his little girlfriend at school, and I'm quoting exactly what he said. Should I break up with her?
What?
5 years old, since June. Should I break up with her? And I said, why do you want to break up with her? I thought you liked her, liked playing with her. She won't play with me no more. I said, she ain't playing with you anymore? No. I said, she's still nice to you? Yeah, she's still nice to me. She just don't really like playing with me. I said, okay. She said, Dad, or he did. He said, Dad, that's totally awkward.
Really?
5-year-old.
5 years old said that?
Yes.
It's so funny.
That's totally awkward.
That is totally awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He is something else.
He's a nut, dude.
He is.
But I don't know, man. Some of this stuff. I've been trying to get them just to watch football. First week of football's just kicked off.
Didn't work out too well for you, did it? I still try to my boys are in their 20s now,
Oh, yeah.
and I still get them, try to get them to sit down and watch football with me. Both of them be over on their phones.
Oh, yeah.
They're not watching the game. It's like, hey, y'all see that? Y'all see that? And they'll be like, what? What happened? Y'all just leave. Y'all just go. Y'all go in yonder somewhere, please.
Man, we were talking about this. It was Colorado. How far can Dion take this team?
I think, what? After watching him and watching some video today and the way he talked to his players and the way his players look at him, I think
they could beat anybody.
I think they could beat just about anybody out there.
He's got the spirit up. His son had like 510 total yards. That's a bunch.
Man, I think Colorado's gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
If not this year,
next year or the next.
Yeah, for sure.
I say if everything keeps going the way it looks like when they played Saturday, and I watched some of that game. Man, I'll just throw it out there. I say in the next 3 years they might be in national championship.
I think so too. I think it's a very good chance.
Yeah, because he can recruit.
If he don't get offered something else,
yeah,
which his son's there. So that's going to
the
help.
way he was talking in them videos and in interviews and stuff.
He can't.
Man, I don't think. No, he's not.
He's doing it because he loves the sport.
He loves football, man.
What else to be your son's coach on a college team, and that's where your son went. He may stick it out with Colorado. Florida State. They look
pretty good.
Yeah, they're in time. They're in sync.
They are. Tennessee looked good.
Yeah, Tennessee's gonna be good.
Tennessee's getting better. Georgia, I thought Georgia was Georgia.
Sometimes, I think they start out a little slow.
Yeah,
a lot of times. Yeah, I think they don't.
And Auburn, Alabama, we knew those two games were going to be the way they were.
Yeah, I still am worried about Auburn because I think they're going to have to rebuild for a while.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
I thought they played pretty good. Their defense needs a little bit, but I think their offense played all right. Alabama was Alabama.
Yeah.
We're just the same thing every year. We're just the quarterback thing. All three quarterbacks scored and all, played.
Yeah,
played them all, but
they always act like it's like a big quarterback controversy. And
no, they haven't said who they're going to use yet. Well, they're going to use all three of them. Just get over it.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah.
He can do that, but he can't. We were talking about this, me and Big John. They cannot recruit a kicker.
No. Alabama's never had a kicker.
I think Saban just sold his soul. It's like, look, if you'll give me a quarterback or two, real good ones, you can do whatever with a kicker.
Yeah, well, how often do we need to make kicks?
Oh yeah.
As many touchdowns as we're making, we're okay if we don't make an extra point.
Yeah.
So
have to start going for two.
Yeah, we can do that. So we're okay with that.
I don't know that I wouldn't try to go for two most times.
If you were down there, why not?
Yeah, get a pretty good lead too. Get in.
Oh
there.
yeah. Get about 20 points ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And then every time you score a touchdown, let's just go for 2.
I would. If I got 20 points ahead, I'd be doing onside kicks and all kinds of stuff.
Around the sides and everything. What was that? The Statue of Liberty play with
flea flicker.
Oh yeah, flea flicker around the side.
What was Little Giants had that
Was it the one where they put the football up the back of the one's jersey?
Yeah, it was called. Was it the United States of America?
I believe so.
Something like that. Yeah, that was such a good show, dude.
Yeah.
Or a movie. That was a really good movie. Today, or this last weekend, though, man, I know how you are in your faith, brother. And almost lost my religion on it.
What happened?
This old man that looked like Santa.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of that story today.
Yeah, man. We were at the beach, having a good time like we always do. The kids were on tennis court. I'm sitting on the porch watching them. You know, it's a gated community kind of deal.
Okay.
And the houses are literally, I'd say they're about 30 foot apart, side to side. Maybe. May not
So
be
close.
that far. Yeah, they're close. But then across the road, there's like 8 houses on one side, 8 houses on the other, a tennis court in the middle, and a swimming pool in the middle. Then you walk over and you go down a walkway to the beach. Well, the houses really, unless you're in that row, you're not super close, you know.
Uh-huh.
But the kids were down there having a good time, man. I was having a good time. They were dancing down the tennis court, running around, and just acting like wild Indians, man.
Right.
So I crunk it up a little bit on the radio, on the porch. And it was pretty loud. I'm not going to act like
you had it up there, didn't you?
Yeah, it was up there pretty good. Man, this dude looked like Santa. Came up and he's like waving his arms, you know, hey man. So I ended up stopping, you know, turning the music down. Honestly, this guy looked so like homeless. I thought he was fixing to ask me for some change. Like really.
He thought he'd come out of a dumpster. Right?
Yeah, I thought I've woke him up and he's gonna be like, hey man, can you give me $1? You know what I mean, or something? He starts yelling, turn that music off! Turn it off!
What?
Yeah, so I'm like, well, I'm at the beach, you know, I ain't wanting to have no trouble with nobody, you know. And then about the time he made it about 10 steps, I was like, you know what? I was like, hey, hang on there, prick. I said, you see them kids down there having fun? Well, don't matter. That music's loud. We're talking about like 5:30 in the afternoon.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's still early. Yeah.
It ain't 2 o'clock in the morning. You know,
Right.
I'd probably just threw the radio off the porch and been like, dude, I'm sorry, I was being an idiot. You know? But, yeah, man, I ended up going up to him and I was just like, you see those kids? Which they were all running from the tennis court at that point. You know, they knew something was going on. I said, they were having a good time. I said, I don't care. I don't care. Turn the music down.
Wow.
And I said, you don't like kids or what? Sometimes I dress up as Santa Claus. And I said, really? Yeah. I said, do you like kids? You know?
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it was, even the neighbors' kids were dancing, dude.
Yeah.
So about the time, he just kind of keeps walking. I'm just kind of in his ear like I'm, you know, a coach and a ref or something.
I got you.
I was kind of like, you
kicking dirt on his shoes.
yeah, kind of like, you know, I know I ain't going to fight him. Even
Right.
if he punches me, I'm, you know. About that time, an Uber driver pulls in and they're lost. So he's trying to give directions. Yeah, no, like no lie. So, and I mean, he looked like he was kin to like the Mansons.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like, I mean, this hardware, there was a lot of hardware on the face and like.
The Uber driver.
The Uber driver.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So he starts getting a little nasty with him.
The old man or the
No, the Uber driver.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, you need to mind your own business. Figure out where you going. Yeah. Then about that time, Joseph pulls in with the food. So he gets out. So we got a big commotion going on now. You know?
Oh my gosh.
But he's like, what happened? I said, he just told me to turn the music off. Joseph said, exact words, why you been a prick? And that guy said, I'm acting like Santa. He said, I've owned that house for 25 years. Well, in the morning I will go buy you a cookie, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah. You think you're the only person down here that owns a house?
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Oh,
That was the only downfall of the whole deal. Then we saw him out on the beach later, like that next day, and Santa just gets up, leaves his umbrellas up, everything, like 40-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, like, we're having to, like, kind of hold on to ours a little bit, watch him, you know?
Yeah.
And his was inside out, like it was blown the other way.
Yeah.
You know, like the umbrella was
yeah.
And I kept saying, man, if that umbrella lets go, I'm walking up there and I'm going to let it hit me. And I'm going to be like, what kind of idiot leaves his umbrella up out here? You know what I mean?
You should have had Joseph throw it at you.
I should have just let him punch me in the
Yeah,
back of
punch
the
you
head
right
or
in the
something.
face or something with it.
Dude, have you ever had an umbrella get loose at the beach?
No.
Oh, they're gone.
Oh, imagine.
Oh, yeah, and it's really like a flying, like a parachute with like a javelin stick.
Javelin stick.
I mean, it really is. I've seen before. One time before, we had one of those ones like you fold out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like 8 feet by 8 feet or something.
Like the.
Like people have set up tailgates at football games.
Yeah.
It come up a storm, man. I took off running. To like go down there. I was just gonna lower it down, you know, all the way to the ground. This storm come up out of nowhere while we were at the pool. I mean, all of a sudden it was just like, gee, is this a hurricane? You know? So as I'm running down the walkway, you know, the wooden pier to get down to the beach, that thing passes me headed back towards the houses.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it sure did. It tore it all to pieces.
Oh my, yeah, I bet.
Oh yeah, it was old and rusty. Anything at the beach, man, ain't gonna last long.
Salt,
Yeah.
air, and salt in the air and stuff. So you know, you was telling me about crab hunting.
Yeah, crab hunting.
Crab hunting. I got a story to tell you about the crab hunting.
Those little kids love crab hunting.
You know, I used to go. You know, we never been to Orange Beach, but my wife's grandparents had a beach house in North Carolina. It was on Holden's Beach.
Really?
And so we'd go down there every summer and spend a week. Well, my first day, as soon as I get there, her grandmother would say, "Here, Doug," and she'd give me some money. She'd want me to go back over to the grocery store and get turkey necks. I was like, first time I did this, I had turkey necks. What's this old woman want turkey necks for?
Hey.
You know, so she said, "Yeah, get like 4 packs of them." I'm like,
do they even sell those anymore?
yeah, well, they did there. I don't know now if they sell them
Well,
here.
I know they sell hog head cheese, all that kind of stuff.
I'm sure they do.
So I'm sure they do. I never looked.
So I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, getting turkey necks. So I go get turkey necks, bring them back. She carries me downstairs. Their house was on stilts, you know, on
built up. Yeah.
built up. So we go downstairs, had a little room up under. That's where the freezer was and all the fishing gear and stuff like that. Well, they had crab baskets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had 6 crab baskets. I'm like, what are these? And this is my first time at being anything like this. So we grabbed like 4 of them. Walked down. Her house was attached to a pier, and it went all the way out to the waterway side. Holden's Beach is an island, so they lived on the waterway side, and the other side was the ocean.
Right.
We go down there. You put these turkey necks down in there, and you drop them off in the water.
Oh, the turkey necks were for the crabs.
Yeah, it was bait.
I was supposed to say.
It was bait. I didn't know that. I'm like, it's so.
I was thinking I'm gonna cook some to scare the kids.
Right. Yeah. Right. I get what you're saying. But no. So we get him. She goes, all right, we'll leave them in there tomorrow. We'll come back down here and check them, and we're gonna have crab tomorrow night. And I was like, oh, awesome. All right, this is fresh.
Man,
you know?
it'd be good.
Oh yeah. So we go back down there, pull them all up. All of them had like 15 to 20 in each one. They're blue crab.
Yeah.
So we go to getting them out of there. Now I'm an old country boy, but I ain't never been around no crabs, you know.
Yeah, I don't just go to touching that.
No, I don't know. Nothing I don't know about.
A lot
anyway.
of times I Google them first. Hey, will a crab bite you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, I die from its pincers. But so no, she was. So she's grabbing them out of there. She's ripping off the claws, man. She's just doing it up like she was just an expert at this, you know. And I'm sitting over in my mouth over going, what the crap is going on?
You cooked the crab claws too, right?
Yeah, she cooked everything. Well, one pinched her. All right, got her like that between your thumb and your finger, that little meaty part. Pinched her. It was hanging off of her hand.
Oh, they won't let go.
No, and she, as calm as I'm talking to you right at this moment, right now, she turned around and said, Doug, would you get that off of my hand? I'm like, well, yes, ma'am. And it took, I popped I popped it open. It took some force, and I popped it open. She's wiped that old blood off on her shorts and went on about her business. And I was like, you are one tough old bird.
Oh yeah.
And she goes, what? And I was like, if that would have happened to me, I'd been laying down here in a fetal position, crying like a baby right now. And she goes, oh, it didn't. And she's still bleeding, running down her arm. I said, I'd have been passed out from the blood.
Oh yeah. I saw it. Joseph. Same. Everybody knows Joseph. If you listen to the show, I've talked about it.
Yeah.
He always gets bit by something at the beach. That one time it was a crab.
Yes.
Yeah, he was swimming out there in the daytime. This crab takes off, he grabs it, he comes up on the beach with it, and that thing got his index finger. I couldn't get it undone. It was bleeding. He was bleeding and everything. I could not pull it apart.
Really?
He had to go back out in the water and put his hand down in the water, and that thing still held on for about 30 seconds or so.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, his finger looked like you'd had it in a vice for a minute.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Man, that thing's closed, and I mean, it was, and she just said, just jerk it open. So I guess my adrenaline was a little bit going too, because I was nervous.
I was laughing at Joseph.
Right, I wasn't laughing.
I was like, you may have to wait on it to thunder.
It's a snapping turtle.
Yeah, and he was like, really, man, it's hurting now. It's really hurting now. It's like, what are you gonna do? I guess I'll go out to the ocean and see if it'll come off. Those things, this thing even had his eyes closed. Like he was like,
I got you.
Yeah, he had it. I think that thing was gritting his teeth. Dude. I think he had it. Yeah. God.
Oh man.
See, I don't pick up stuff, man. We've been talking about praying mantises and stick bugs.
You are scared to death of a praying mantis.
Yes, I'm scared to death. I was always told growing up, if it spits in your eye, you'll be blind.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And I only have one good eye.
I imagine so. Yeah, I'd heard that about them, and then I'd heard it's only the females, and then I was just like, how do you tell?
Mm-hmm.
You can't lift up its skirt. How do you tell? The praying mantis and
now
stick bugs. I found those just fascinating. I just thought they were just neat. They're neat.
Where they went, I have not seen any in forever.
I ain't seen a stick bug in. Now praying mantis, I've seen them.
Yeah, especially
we saw one the other day at the shop.
I run into them all the time because I don't like them.
But now stick bugs, man, I ain't saw, like you just said, I ain't saw a stick bug in.
I wonder if they're like getting extinct or anything.
Another thing I haven't saw, June bugs. With the green backs.
Mm-hmm. We actually caught one out here one day, but it was dying.
Well, remember when we were kids? They were all over the place.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, we'd get them and tie a string to its foot and let them fly around. I know kids nowadays go, well, you didn't have much of a life, did you? And that was the best thing,
Yeah.
And then, and I was, we was outside the other night, Saturday night, sitting on the porch, and I was looking around. I looked at my wife and I was like, you know what? I haven't seen any lightning bugs.
Yeah.
What is happening to the lightning bugs?
There's a lot of bugs that's just like disappearing. I hadn't thought about that either. I normally see a bunch of those.
I mean, think about when we was kids going out and grabbing a mason jar and going out there and catching a whole jar of them.
Poke them holes in the top.
Yeah. Set them on your nightstand tonight and sit there and fall asleep. Knowing that when you wake up in the morning, every one of them's going to be laying in the bottom of that jar. But it was so much fun watching them die.
Yeah, and it was just but the difference was, man, there was gazillions of them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you just walk out there with your hand open and you catch one,
Yeah.
My grandmother's house, dude. Is it because we're not sitting outside making homemade ice cream, listening to the radio or something?
It might be. I mean, it may be. We don't sit outside like we used to with our parents and grandparents.
No,
we talk about, you talk about here, sitting out on the back porch, and now that I've got a huge back, porch, I sit out there more and stuff, and it's just, I love sitting outside.
I do too. And that's what we do, sit on the back porch. And a lot of nights, man, if we can get the kids to sleep, that's mine and my wife's time to catch up with each other on the back porch,
Yeah.
And that's what you really need more of that, man, because I feel like me and her, we have to schedule something out, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You may have to give the kids melatonin or plan it for Saturday night where we can stay up. You know what I'm saying?
I was. My wife called me when I was leaving the shop, going up to the office. And I hadn't told her all day long that I was coming over here tonight.
Oh, really?
And I'd been meaning to, and every time I'd talk to her, talk about something else, like what we're just talking about. And I was like, I got on the phone. I was like, hey, I totally forgot all day, but I'm doing podcast tonight. And she was like, oh, okay. She was like, well, I need to talk to you when you get home. I was like, oh, crap. One of those.
That's not good.
I'm not. What did I do?
No, that's not good.
Oh, you're not in trouble. We just, we got some things to talk about. I'm still in trouble. I'll worry about it till him. Nah. But I mean, yeah, we do too. I mean, we don't have kids. You little ones like y'all.
Yeah. And it's just hard to really find time to just sit down and catch up.
Yeah.
With your spouse.
Yeah. How's your day?
Right.
Because I get home and I'm the world's worst about trying to do everything I need to do, and then when I finally sit down, 5 minutes later, I'm dozing off.
Oh, I'm the same way. Once I get that shower, man, as hot as it's been, hit that shower to get cold in the house, man, lights out.
Yeah.
I mean, lights out.
I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm at work by 6. I'm here till 5. And then I'm done. I'm done at people, well, you didn't do nothing all day but build doors.
It still work, bro. Yeah, we do a lot of running around too.
What did you do today?
Yeah, a lot of walking.
How was them soap operas you watched?
Oh yeah.
Did that wear you out? You put some dishes in the dishwasher. It's like I went home one time. My youngest son Jake. He's like, I said, how's your day? I jackknifed the 4-wheeler, and all he had was a little bitty toy.
Man, yeah.
He's talking about, oh, it's so rough. I had a wreck today in my Tonka toy.
That's like today, man. During my lunch, I kind of messed around. I'm still trying to make some highlight videos, and I kind of messed around with that. And I really wasn't hungry. Then about 2:30 hit me. I'm like, I gotta have something now. Like I'm starving. I'm getting lightheaded.
Yeah.
So I ended up going. I went and just got me a corn dog from the store.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to thinking about this.
Okay.
The best part of the corn dog.
I'm probably different than everybody, but go ahead. What's your favorite?
When you eat the corn dog, and there's that little bitty half-inch of crust. It's
that's my favorite part. Gosh,
I'm like, why don't y'all just dip a bunch of sticks in batter?
Yes,
it's so good.
And fry it to the point of it's about
I would probably eat stick and all.
Oh yeah, just make the stick out of the batter.
That's right.
Make the stick out of the batter.
I got to think about that today. Everybody, you hold it up there, and you take your front teeth and you start biting that thing off. And you hope you don't drop none. Because you're trying to bite it without hitting the stick.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Well.
But yeah, that.
that is when you said that. I was thinking, I hope you don't say the very bottom of it, because that's my answer. That's my favorite part. And I don't need no ketchup, no mustard or nothing for it.
See, I gotta have ketchup and mustard.
No, I want it on my corn dog, but just that one little bitty piece. No, it's perfectly seasoned.
I could eat that I could eat that with anything. I buy it, sell.
Oh, I walk around. If like there was 100 people at a house and we all had corn dogs, and everybody just laid, I believe I'd be that one. You may think I'm gross, but I'd be that one guy walking around picking up everybody's sticks trying to get the bottom batter off.
That batter, man.
Doug, what are you doing? Nothing. Leave me alone. Don't judge me.
Mind your own business. Yeah. But anytime, like I get let's say I go somewhere, I get a corn dog and fries. I mix the ketchup like 60 to 40, ketchup to mustard.
Okay.
I stir it up in my corn dog. Like if I went to Sonic.
Yeaster,
yeah. Yeah, I don't make them fries just ketchup. I use that mix, the mustard and the ketchup.
Okay.
But that's like the only time I really do. It's when I eat a corn dog.
I've gotten to where I love mustard on a corn dog. Just mustard. If I'm just gonna have a corn dog and nothing else,
I can do it that way.
Mustard, just kind of put it on it as I'm eating it. But if I'm gonna sit down at home, if we're having corn dogs one night, or I go like you said, corn dog and fries or something like that, I've gotten to where I put mayonnaise and ketchup, mix them together.
Oh yeah, I like it, and a little bit of poppy seed.
See, that's for a chicken sauce, but I put Tony's.
I like Tony's.
See, I put
a little bit of Tony's Creole on a pizza last night and added banana peppers to it.
Yeah.
Thin crust pepperoni.
Blow your mind.
Boy, it was good. So we had to take a quick bathroom break, and so if it kind of jumped right there, it's not skipping.
Yeah, we don't skip.
We got small bladder Hunter in here.
I'm sorry, yeah. Once you get so old.
I'm like that too, dude.
I don't know,
and
man.
It hits me hard. It hits me quick. Like,
dude, it don't. I can sit and hold it for a minute, but then I know. Time. Well, I can hold it for a pretty good long time, but I know the more I hold it, the worse it's going to be on me because it just barely comes out.
And I can't even get to concentrate. It's like all I can think about is
I
gotta pee.
I had to pee, and I was sitting here listening to you going, okay, you need to hurry that story up because I really need to tell you I got to pee. No.
What I was talking about with the spices.
Yes, you found a new spice.
I saw that. Well, we've been going to the butcher out in Colton.
Okay.
Vermont, or in Vermont, yeah. Butcher's got a bunch of. He only carries the good stuff.
Right.
Yeah, good spices. You ain't gonna go in there and find some kind of butter, cream, something. That goes
you ain't gonna find no kicking chicken.
Right. Yeah. Right. It is like the good shit. Yeah. Like what's that guy's name that put a cracker on, dude?
Two-step.
Stale cracker. Is that right?
No, two-step.
Two-step.
Two-step. Yeah.
But yeah, they got the good spices. But meat tenderizer.
Okay.
I saw a video about this today. Meat tenderizer, you take it, put a little bit, it's like steak, it doesn't really matter, I reckon, as long as it's just tenderizer. Put a little bit on the counter, put a little bit on a plate, take a rag, is what this guy did. He took a rag, he squeezed the rag to where water dripped out of it onto the tenderizer. And he just kind of stirred that up with his finger. Just kind of made like a little paste out of it.
Okay.
And he just took that paste, put it right on his bee sting, and stuck a Band-Aid over it. He said 3 to 4 minutes, the sting's gone.
What?
I gotta try it, man.
Oh,
this is a pest control guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you should know, right?
Yeah. I don't know if he was like eating a steak one night, and was tenderizing bee sting.
Well, let's just see what this will do.
This tenderizer.
That's I think you was telling Woody about that today. That's what I heard you talk about the meat tenderizer. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Wow.
I'm gonna get some and try it. I'm sure we have some. Yeah, we probably have some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't use a lot of meat tenderizer. So.
I saw that in the pumpkin video. That pumpkin
video was cool today.
Yeah, it was.
I think everybody. I'm gonna get a pumpkin, just bring it over here to your chickens and have them try it.
I want to try it. Yeah.
I do too.
What you do is you take this pumpkin. I'm just gonna say it real quick, and just take your pair of scissors and act like you were gonna cut the eyes and the mouth. Put that thing in the chicken pen. They do the work for you.
There you go.
It looked like Wilson.
It did. It did look like Wilson. It did.
Yeah, those chickens had a fit on that pumpkin, man.
Man, they were still, and they even made a small hole back here in the back.
So you could just put your candle.
There you go. You don't have to do nothing.
Who would have ever known chickens were pumpkin carvers?
Hey, chickens are amazing.
They are. They're pretty cool.
That was even what we heard the other day about your chickens. You lost a chicken, and then that guy telling you, the chickens are the best foster parents out there.
I've got one that keeps sitting on the nest. Like anytime there's an egg in there.
Yeah.
And they told me just go to Tractor Supply somewhere, buy 4 little bitty babies. Go up there at night. They say go at night. That's when they're roosting, or they're in the coop sleeping. Pick that chicken up. They said you're gonna get flocked. He said you would get flocked because they don't like you touching them like at night and stuff because they're nested up there, But you just lay those 4 chicks up underneath her, take the eggs out. She thinks she's had the kids.
Have you put those 4 chicks in with the?
No, I've been scared about it because the one that sits up in the coop's the meanest one. Yeah.
But ain't that the one that you think that you was gonna try to get to foster them?
No, I'm gonna do the Silky.
You gonna do the Silky?
I got the Silky in the barn. Yeah, she's a lot smaller than the other 2.
No, she's not much bigger than the babies.
No, she's not. That's why I think she'll be good.
Yeah.
They say a Silky will sit on any egg.
Really?
Huh. Yeah, kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
So I'm gonna trick her. I'm gonna try to trick her that she's had babies. I think. See how that works out.
Because you say something. Whoever told you that said something about just the sound of baby chicks would make that one come off the.
And that's the craziest thing about it. We've had the baby chicks on the back porch, the heat lamp, and that chicken has been out ever since we've had them. She has not been roosting like she was.
So she's heard them. Wow.
Yeah, so she may think we took them.
She may, yeah. That's why she's so mad. She wants to hurt y'all.
Yeah. She's been She's been a little bit feisty.
She's a feisty one, yeah.
She is. Yeah, she's.
I mean, you told me about that this weekend when I didn't even go in. I was like, no, I ain't going in there. You know, I value my life, and I don't want to be.
That's right.
Jacob come home and I'm laid out in his backyard. You know.
Nah, she hasn't been bad. She's just been kind of funny, you know. Well, she hadn't flocked him or nothing for real, but
yeah.
You do open up that thing and she's sitting in there.
Yeah. I'm not sticking my hand in there.
No, I ain't either.
And, you know, I watched the video. You know, the one time I've come over here and fed them. You know, she was in there. I didn't mess with her because she was in there.
Yeah.
But you know, I watched a video of it, and it was a black hen just like that one, but they said never stick your hands up under there. Always pick them up with something else or get them to move with something else. And it was like, why? You know, this guy takes like a rake, you know, gets that chicken
kind of
up.
shoes her.
Well, yeah, and there was a snake. She was sitting on top of a coiled up snake.
Oh, that's why they don't want you to.
They don't want you to stick your hand up under them, you know. Or,
I never thought about that.
you know, and I watched them old shows, you know, growing up, them old shows, them old grannies going out there, reaching up under them hens, just pulling eggs out, and I'm thinking, well, they must not have had snakes back then, you know, I don't know, but that's,
kind of like your grandma, man, just shake it off.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's a memory that I don't think I'll ever get over. That was something, I mean, I don't know how many kids listen to y'all's podcast, but kids, if y'all ain't never seen a chicken have its neck ring before, that is a sight to behold.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
we used to have to kill them in the chicken house, man. They're just chickens, you know.
Yeah.
They was
Not,
3-legged,
you know,
5-legged.
oh, well, see, I guess that would be different. That's a little different. Your grandmother never come out and said, hey, sonny boy, come here. And you walk over and say, yeah, Granny, what you need? Oh, go pick up that hen right over and bring her to me.
That's all.
She's sitting there petting it, you know, like, oh, what a pretty bird. Next thing you know, it's flopping around on the ground because she's already broke its neck. You know, then you have to help her take the feathers off of it, and that's what you're having for supper that night. That's the reason I'm scarred for life. There's many reasons, and that's one of them right there.
See, and that's what we've been talking about going camping.
Yeah.
I'm like, we could carry a pot, pan, ramen noodles. We carry all this stuff for the kids. And no lie, if I caught a bass or something like I'd cook it, you know? Yeah. But I think it would gross the kids out, man.
You cleaning it and all that?
Yeah.
See,
no matter what, if you ever anytime you've ever skinned a fish that has scales, I don't give a shit how, if you go to the car wash and wash out, there will be one scale in your ear somewhere, stuck to the back of it, the side of it, somewhere. The next morning you'll wake up and be like, what is that? And then you pull it out, it's a scale.
It's a scale. I know. How do they get there? Why? Just that one, it's like,
I know.
Yeah, you think on every fish, you know, there's a scale sitting there going, no, not that guy today.
I guess it's kind of their payback.
I guess, right?
Yeah. But
I don't know, man. I was, you know, I know you love to fish, and my son loves to fish, and I see the joy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see the joy.
I always loved tournament fishing, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, my thing was I had my grandfather and my dad. They were big time. They loved to fish. Just absolutely loved it. They'd get me to go. If I ain't caught nothing in a couple of minutes, I'm done.
Ready to go.
I'm done. Now I can go sit in a tree stand for 8 hours and not see nothing, and I'm happy. I'm okay with that.
See, I like the nature like that too. Now I actually appreciate that more, I think, than fishing.
Yeah.
Like just sitting out there and you're just think about whatever, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
But
my dad has said it many times. You know, deer hunting, is the only sport a man will get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, get dressed, load his whole truck up, drive 20, 30 miles, walk 2 miles out in the middle of the woods, climb 12 feet up in a tree, just to go right back to sleep.
That's the truth.
It's the truth. Man. Yeah.
When I went hunting, man, sitting in that shooting house.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have been I felt like a baby in the crib with like the music on, man. It was just like the birds were chirping, my eyes were getting heavy. I'm sure there was probably a couple of bucks that walked up and looked in through the window at me.
He's asleep. Let's not bother him.
They're like, this guy right here, man.
Yeah.
We were to get his gun.
Move it to the other side.
They're like, hell, it wouldn't matter if he was awake, he wouldn't shoot us. He's out here sipping Fireball. I can smell it.
Well, that's what attracted us over here.
You know, scent lock and all that? Like man, I watch, people know I love interrogations and stuff. I listened to one the other day, and this boy told them they had cadaver dogs, all kinds of stuff at this house in the backyard.
Yeah.
Trying to just see if they could. They had surveillance video of him and his brother, like, dragging this guy behind their house. They knew they killed him or something. You know?
That's something.
And so they ended up, they got that surveillance, whatnot. It's been about 4 days, 3 or 4 days. They go back to that house and they start looking all around again. They had 3 dogs, 3 like cadaver dogs, you know, smelling for a body, blood. They found blood. That body, when that boy finally admitted that he had killed that other guy over some money or whatever it was, he said he's buried right at the steps of the back porch. And the detective says, "You're full of shit." He said, "No, I'm not." He said, "You're a liar." He said, "I am not lying to you." He said, "Why would I tell you I killed him and buried him?
All right.
And tell you where I buried him?" He said, "I'm done. I'm done now." And the detective said, "Would you be willing to ride over there with us and show us?" He said, "There's no need. Take like 2 steps off the back steps and I buried him right there." And by gosh, they went over there and guess what? He was there. And you know, he bought every bit of scent lock from like Walmart or somewhere. It was, you know, he wasn't no hunter. He just heard it, scent lock. And he had poured that all over this guy's body. And those dogs did not pick that up.
That's crazy.
That's wild, man.
That stuff works.
Obviously.
Hey, you know what? If I ever go out to do bad things, I'm bringing you along.
I've listened to so many of them.
I know. That's all you listen to during the day is I'm like, hey, okay, I'm in this situation. What do I need to do?
That's right.
I need to come to Jacob. You know. So,
Which I ain't gonna lie to you. You're not getting out of it.
I mean, no, there's something. I mean, you can't do
it's
everything.
A shoe print. It's
something.
Yeah, you spit out there. I mean, they got your spit on a leaf. You know what I mean? Like, that dog sniffs that leaf, they're like, somebody spit here. Let's see what that is.
He's 4 states over.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I couldn't. I've never even. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do that. I couldn't.
Oh, no.
I couldn't.
Somebody had to mess with my kids.
Oh, now I've said this many times. I've said to my brother-in-law, I said, look, you know, I'm old. I'm older than y'all. You know, I'll go spend the rest of my life. You know, so they'll have both of you. You know, but I Uncle Doug will take care of this one. You know, I feel I could not.
There's a lot of sick souls out there these days.
There's too many. There's just too many. My wife asked me, she's like, she knows where I'm at in my faith, and me and my wife's totally different places in our faith.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna get into that with the TikTok.
Yeah. Well, I've kind of started some TikTok, and
they're good.
I appreciate that. They're kind of I don't know. I'm trying to do uplifting kind of things in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's all about and actually the people that's watching my videos gets to see the real Doug. I mean, you know, because I'm not holding anything back, and it's not something that I've wrote down the night before. It's totally that morning what I'm feeling that morning, and so I think I've had one on you know, blessed forgiveness.
Yeah.
Because I was, you know, I have to forgive myself daily.
Make somebody smile.
Well, that was make somebody happy. You know, like I said in that piece, you know, I saw a bumper sticker one time. It's a smile that confuses people.
Yeah. And
it does. If you walk around smiling all the time, people don't know how to take you. They're not going to be mad at you because they don't know. I can't be mad at this guy. Look at me, he's smiling. Yeah. Why? And if you are mad and you're hollering at them and they're still smiling at you, that's when you're like, oh, wait a minute, you know, maybe I need to. Well, maybe he's been listening to some of Jacob's, you know, stuff. But yeah, so I've been doing that and just trying to find, my way
right.
Out there.
Because there's a lot of people. I mean, you got a lot of viewers.
There's a lot of people. Yeah, it does that, and I've had some good luck with it. I haven't done it in the last over the weekend because weekends are kind of hard for me because I get up late and then I've got stuff I'm doing. At work, there's nobody there in the mornings.
Yeah, you got time to start.
Well, I start thinking about it on my way to work. Okay, I'm feeling this way today. No, I don't want everybody feeling bad today. So, and that's when I come up with something. And
it's got to pick you up, too.
It does, because, if I'm having, on the forgiveness day, I start thinking about stuff. And a better one on the blessed day. When you start talking about all the stuff and you're thinking about stuff that you're blessed with, and, just breath in your lungs, food in your belly, roof over your head, it's just so many things that we're blessed that we really don't think about, and we should think about.
Oh yeah, I take a lot for granted. I know I do.
Oh, I do too. Just waking up in the morning, we all take that for granted.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're not promised another day. Mm-hmm. I wished he would have said, hey, this is how long you've got. This is when it's going to end. Have fun in the middle of it, So my thing is, just have fun all the time. Be nice to people.
See, you know me. I'm always waiting on the next joke.
Yeah,
that's what I love.
Yeah. See, and I love people, so I want to see everybody happy, especially around me.
Yeah.
I want to see everybody happy. I hate to see somebody.
You want to be the person that somebody comes to.
Yes.
Well, I do.
I do want that, but that's saying a lot too. When you say I want to be that guy that you can come to.
Yeah.
Well, then you might bite off a little more than you can chew at times. Because I had that whole year of saying yes. You've talked about that year of me saying yes, and I said yes to everything.
Yeah.
It did not matter what it was. To a point, but I said yes to everything till it got me into a play that I might not, I didn't know I was going, and I just said yes to it. Now, saying yes to that's one of the best things I've ever done. I played Jesus in the Easter play at our church.
That was really good.
Yeah,
that was.
I have not seen it. It's you can go to Temple Baptist Church and go to their archives, and it's the Coleman campus. It's not the Fairview.
Is it on YouTube or?
I think it's on their site.
Okay.
You have to go to their archives, and then it'll be
like a
year before last. Yeah, but it's the whole. So
it's 2021's when that. Yeah, because that'd be 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Easter. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was 2021 when we did it.
Or a year ago Easter.
No, it was 2020. It was 2021. Yeah. So yeah, it was right. But I have people Friday we went up and had a breakfast at the church up here. And somebody still talks about it.
Oh yeah. You look like Jesus.
I get that a lot. Well, be honest with you, we don't know what he looked like. You just saw pictures of him. Somebody said, once I did play Jesus, I've started doing a lot of, not just studying my Bible, I do that every day, but studying Jesus, where he come from, what he did as a child. There's a lot of stuff out there besides that Bible on Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you know he was only like 5'9", 5'10"?
Really? So
yeah.
I'm 5'10".
So he was our height.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't light complected. He was dark complected because of where he was from.
Right. Oh yeah.
He didn't have blonde hair. He had dark hair, and some people say it wasn't even long and straight. So he had curly hair. Some people say he had curly hair.
Yeah. You always just see that. Like everybody.
That picture.
That picture. Yeah.
And that's what people's got in their mind.
Yeah, it sinks in like it's
So I started doing research on him. And people ask me, well, what does your Jesus look like? Well, now, in my mind, Jesus 6'7", 350-pound linebacker. He's a bad dude, you know, in my mind, because he fights my battles for me.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where I get. But now, I'll be honest with you. That morning I played it. The first service. Well, the day of the crucifixion part of it. I remember getting to the church. I remember having everybody leave the sanctuary, and I got down on my knees and I asked him, you know, look, you got to do this. I don't know what you went through. So I remember going back, and then I left everybody. Nobody saw me till I come back out, and because I was having all that makeup and stuff put on.
Yeah.
I remember walking out that door. They said, "Okay, Doug, you're ready to go." I remember walking out that door, and I remember getting to the cross, and the cross getting on my shoulder, and I don't remember.
That was a real.
That thing weighed.
It was like a telephone pole. I mean, it would have been like.
It was a 6. It was they were 6x6s. They were pine 6x6s.
But it was but you have the cross member too, so that would have been. That cross was probably 10 foot, because some of it had to drop down the stage.
Yeah, the cross was actually like 10 foot tall. I know it weighed every bit of 80 pounds.
Well, I guarantee it. Yeah.
You know,
you go to putting 6x6s.
And
together.
then they made it rough. It was really rough.
Oh yeah, because you had the real thorns.
I had the thorns. Yeah,
you had the real thorns on your forehead. And then when they put you in the blanket and they started toting you off.
Joseph. And we're talking about Joseph again. Joseph was one of the guards, and he was at my head. There was 2 of the biggest ones at my head, biggest guys. And Joseph was one of them. And I remember when they were carrying me up that ramp. My head was doing this, and back and forth. Because in that sheet, because I was bumping off of them, how they were having to walk, and those thorns just would go in a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper.
Well, too, when they get caught in that fabric, I gotta know. I mean, I know they would.
Well, now the last time it actually pulled off of my head, and I had to reach and grab it,
put it back over,
and I just run up. I just left it off, and nobody saw me when I run out.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't remember the crucifixion in the first. You know, they had two things. Two of it. I don't remember the first one. I remember getting the cross, and when the doors opened. Because y'all were at the first one.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember, and I remember going back up and getting my makeup off, and then I had to come back out for the other part. But yeah, the first play, I don't remember the crucifixion scene.
Really? What's neat too, man, is like, I mean, whoever, like, planned all that out, I mean, it was intense in there, dude.
I told a lot of people, I said, you know, like my sister, they wanted my niece to come, and I was just, and I think I even told y'all.
Yeah, even like small children. Yeah.
Small children, I don't think they, you know, because the reason I said that is because Little Walker and Leah Kate, they look at me totally different, you know, I'm kind of like an uncle kind of figure to them, and I didn't want them to see me like that because I didn't know if they would understand.
Right, yeah.
You know, but, hey man, it come off without a hitch. Everybody.
Oh, it was good.
It was good. But I would love to get a video of that and actually watch the whole thing.
You can. You could actually probably upload it to TikTok as like 3 different things, probably.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, because it was about 20 minutes each.
Well, I know it's an hour. I mean, the service was an hour, but there might be. I don't know how they did that because we didn't talk, you know, and there's preaching in between times, so it may be that whole thing.
We need to see if we can find it.
I'll see if I can find it.
That way we can put the link on here too for
it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we need to see if we can find that one.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean, I still get called Jesus a lot, so, and that's a good thing. If you want to be called somebody, why not Jesus? You know?
That's right.
If you want to be known for something,
don't be angry Santa.
Yeah, don't be angry Santa until you turn your music down. You know, be the loving Jesus and have them turn it up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's like, hey brother, I don't like Beastie Boys, but I love watching these kids have fun. You know?
That's right.
Man, I was up there and I was like, no sleep till Brooklyn. Yeah. They say no.
And then Santa Claus comes through and ruins it for you.
Talking about making some people laugh, dude. We went and got Amber's cake at Rouse's. We got back there to the bakery, and it was about 6 o'clock, 6:30. We told them, we were like, that birthday cake there looks good. It was like, had like a lot of sprinkles and stuff. I hate birthday cake. I don't eat any of it besides ice cream cake. So
oh, really?
I don't care if you get a licorice cake. I'm not going to eat none.
Yeah.
And so the guy says, I'm sorry, but the lady that does all the like artwork is not here. And I could tell this guy was pretty he was pretty cool. I could tell he was. I said, you can't do it. He said, no, buddy, you wouldn't want me to do it. It would be bad. I said, well, that's even better.
Oh yeah, right.
I said, because it'll be funny. Heck, we don't care. She gets a cake. She's happy with it. So he did a little bit of artwork. I don't know who told him to do the artwork on the top.
Yeah.
It had really looked like a little kid had wrote this out. No kid.
This was for Amber's birthday.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. He even, when he put her name on there, like the A was used, the M was like lowercase, it was like a capital B. You know what I'm talking about? But I think he was really like, okay, well, they're wanting to have fun, this and we'll have fun. But it was funny because the manager stops us on our way out.
Yeah.
Because we've been laughing, the cashiers was laughing, so the manager was like, is there a problem? We were like, absolutely not. We were like, you got the best cake decorator ever, anyway. and he said, let me see it. I said, no, I'm not gonna let you see it. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
He's like, let me see it. I said, no, sir. Because if I find out he got fired or something, it's gonna break my heart. Because he did exactly what we wanted, Of course, he's like, I promise you, if you're happy, I'm happy. I said, everybody in the store is happy. I said, this is hilarious. And I said, when we get back to the house, they're all going to be happy,
Yeah.
And so I opened it up, showed it to him. Of course, there's a little penis on top of it,
Of course. Send you two out for
a
cake.
Yeah, for a cake. They knew better than that. They knew way better. Joseph knew way better than to take me with him to get the cake. Because I'm like, it's not my wife. You can draw this on there if you want to.
That's not my wife.
But anyway, the cake was good, dude, and it was all good. It was funny.
I saw where I'm glad she had her birthday there at the beach. That's fun.
Yeah. Actually, several years now.
It's every year she was. Mm-hmm. Same weekend every year.
Yeah,
right?
for about 5 years, something like that. 6 years.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty neat, man.
That's kind of neat that me and Joseph's birthday is on the same day.
That's right. Yep, September 1st.
September 1st.
Yeah.
Or October 1st.
That's right, October.
You said September. I'm like, oh man, I missed my birthday.
Because we're just now in September.
Yeah, just now. That was wow, I didn't get nothing.
And I'm even taking Alpha Brain.
It didn't help much, does it?
No, it don't.
Has anything changed?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like it made me tired, and right after I took it, I felt like it made me feel weird for about 30 minutes.
So all these the TikToks that you see, where they, take Joe Rogan's Alpha Brain and you'll clean your whole house. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
And it may work for him. I don't know, but it doesn't still suit well with me. No, okay. It didn't. I've heard.
So I was waiting on you to tell me this, like, man, this is the best stuff ever.
I'll give you some of it and you try it, but yeah, no.
No, if it's not doing nothing for you, I'm not.
It kind of, I don't know, man. It kind of gave me a headache a little bit. I started looking on which this thing's probably trying to like kickstart my 2 brain cells. You know what I mean?
Your 2,
yeah. So it's probably really working hard. It's probably like, come on, brain.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be no good for me because one brain cell ain't gonna work off of no brain cells.
That's right.
So.
But no, I didn't really notice. I'm not gonna say it didn't work for somebody else, but it didn't work for me. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it was gonna like give me a little bit of energy and stuff, which I don't do good on like energy pills because I've even had energy vitamins.
Okay.
And I can't do it.
See, I drink. You see me drink my Rip It in the morning. I'll drink a Red Bull.
See, and that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. Besides, I crash.
See, I don't, and I believe I could drink. Y'all kidding me about the big ones I drink.
Mm-hmm.
I could drink one. I know I could. I could drink one of those, and literally lay down right after I drink it.
And go to sleep?
And go to sleep.
See, I get sleepy like that too.
But I don't crash. I don't crash. I used to when I first started drinking, but I think I drank so many of them.
Yeah.
Because like on my way, I left work, went and done that. I didn't have to go over because my son did that for me. So I just run down to the dollar store and got me, and I was like, I need to get me a Rip It. I need to get me something, Yeah. And so I got me a Monster coffee, just a job of coffee.
Yeah.
And I was drinking it on the way here, and I was like, don't know why I buy these. I was yawning the whole time I was drinking it. I'm so tired. But I'm drinking energy. It does no good. So. My wife don't drink energy drinks at all. She gets on to me about energy drinks.
Well, they say they're terrible, but then again, you look on the back and it's got a bunch of vitamins.
It does. I mean,
it can't be no worse than the diet soda.
No,
right. Diet's terrible for you.
Yeah, see, and we had those Diet Mountain Dews. Well, they're no more, so we had all them taken out. I drank one the other day. I think it was the last one in the refrigerator. It'd been in there. I think it'd been in there like 3 years, and I've been looking at this Diet Mountain Dew, right?
It done started turning brown on the
it
bottom.
Started, yeah. So I'm thinking, this has got to go. This has got to go. So it was cold. It was one of them really, really hot days. And I've always been told, well, if you drink something diet, just drink it real fast, and you'll never know,
See, and
I know. It's just no.
If any caffeine drink, I don't care if it's diet, regular, if it gets a little bit hot, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't do it, man.
Now caffeine. Now if it's diet, I can't. If it's diet, if it gets a little bit warm, I can taste that NutraSweet or whatever stuff that's
aspartame.
In it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm tasting. I can't. But now if it's like a Coke or Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and it gets a little bit, it can be hot.
See, I can't.
If I'm thirsty enough, it can be hot. I'll drink it.
Hot Mountain Dew, I couldn't do it. I'd throw up. I'd almost bet you I could try to drink a diet or a regular Mountain Dew, not even hot, just room temperature. I'd throw up.
Oh no.
It's so syrupy.
Now, see, I'm not a big. I like Mountain Dews, but I can drink.
See, I don't really drink much yellow drinks at all.
Sundrop.
So if I was gonna have one to drink, it would be Sundrop.
I love me some Sundrop. I really like.
I'm a peach knee-high guy, man. Orange,
peach,
sun-kissed.
Peach,
anything.
I'm down for peach.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I love peaches. Peach knee-high, peach sun-kissed. The sun-kissed makes a peach.
The sun-kissed peach, yeah. The actual the quality, whatever that is, it's not Sam's. But the off-brand peach drinks are amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those things are good.
Oh, the Fago peach.
Yeah, I like them too.
Oh my gosh, them are better than the knee highs, I think. And knee highs my favorite.
Yeah, knee highs kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's a little sweeter, but I love some peach, man.
Yeah.
Those popsicles that we've been getting at the.
Oh, it's got the mango one in there.
Well, no, it's got a peach one in there.
That may be the one I'm liking. I'm calling.
Dude, if I go in there, I'll rip the whole thing open. I'm like.
Is it kind of like an off yellowy orange?
Yes.
You peckerhead.
I'll go in there and I'll scope them out and I'll be like, oh, okay, here's throwing in that. Damn, with this and that up here, but I'm opening it anyway because there's one in there, and you can't. There ain't that many. There is maybe, if you're lucky, 3 in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the dang deal is with blue though. Why is there so many blues in there?
Because my kids come.
Because your kids.
Yeah. Blue's the worst flavor out
of everything. And every kid out there wants blue.
Blue. Yeah.
I'm wondering what's wrong with kids. It's all the blue popsicles.
It is.
That's the problem right there.
I know red Skittles.
Red Skittles.
Cocaine for a kid.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I know that to be true. Walker would even tell me, hey, I can't have them red ones. I'll go crazy. I'm like, even when he was like 3.
Yeah. He knew the difference,
I'm like,
right?
you're already crazy, boy.
Yeah.
We had
that's funny.
I had to go and measure a door yesterday too, and he said the D's nuts again. Yeah. My daughter said she had dibs on this phone case that she wanted or whatever. Yeah. She's like, I got dibs on that. Walker said, how about dibs on these nuts? He makes jokes and he don't even know he's doing it.
But he did, and he's perfect at it.
I know, it's like crazy, man.
He's a grab out of his butt.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my gosh.
We need to tell people what your TikTok is so they'll know.
Okay, it's Doug Hunter 408. My TikTok.
Doug Hunter 408.
That's it.
You got a picture up there now, or is
it's just a D.
Green D. It's
green D.
Yeah, it's got a green D on it.
And I think it's all lowercase. 408.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, with that kind of thing.
I didn't put it in there like that. TikTok gave it to me.
Yeah, because there's so many of them.
Yeah, there's so many Doug Hunters 408s out there. You know, they made mine special.
That's right. In the 408.
The 408.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, just check it out. I do. I try to go live. I've been going live like at lunchtime. I was told that's not a good time to go live. I was like, well, I guess it's. Hey, and I made a total of 23 cents.
Really?
I made a total of 23 cents.
That's still something.
Hey, I am moving.
Yeah, you're going.
I'm
you're
going
only
places.
up from here.
I'm only going up from here.
Only
That's
up
right.
from here.
Well, I gotta go down some stairs here in a minute.
Yeah. You need to check that out, and then also a lot of people, the YouTube of the podcast has been way up there.
Cool.
Yeah. So Guess Who with Jacob Gibbs on YouTube, and do Guess Who WJG on TikTok. If you want to see my kids, mainly my son that's a nut, it's Jacob Gibbs 03 on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I need that. I need to know that one because I didn't know that one. So.
Yeah. On TikTok, I got like the personal page. Now I got this page, which
Okay.
I've been so bad behind on highlight reels, man. I got to like work on that tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, I've got like life, dude.
Life's just life.
It's busy.
It's always busy.
I feel like I'm on the interstate all the time, man. Not even on the interstate. Just feel like I'm running wide open all the time, man. And,
I want, I've been saying I want one of them rainy days.
mm-hmm.
I want a day when I wake up, it's raining.
I want a good camp out, man.
Well, I think we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we are.
We're
going to do it in October at some point.
October, yes.
Yeah, I want them first couple of cool weekends.
Yeah, we get out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got guys, just get out
the
there.
lawn chairs. Yeah, man.
Cooler in your snacks and.
Oh yeah, bring you some steaks and stuff. Bring you a steak. We'll cook it on there on the fire.
Oh, just right over the fire.
Yeah, we'll bring our phones though so we can kind of.
Yeah,
people see
so
us.
so people can see us.
That's right.
Might even do a podcast or something from.
Yeah, that's right. We might. You can do it off your phone.
No, I
how
can.
good
Yeah,
quality
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, we can do it off phone. We'll go live. We'll do it.
Which my buddy Randy and them, that's how they do theirs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds clear.
No, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
cool.
Phones are so nice nowadays. I mean,
Mm-hmm. They are. They really are.
you used to have that one guy, oh, you can't have a good camera without an iPhone. iPhones are just the best thing in the world. What kind of phone you got? You ain't got an iPhone. You ain't got nothing. Whatever.
People do, man. The Android versus the Galaxy people.
The Android. The worst ones are iPhone users and the Android guys.
Yeah, they're always.
They're like, well, I got a special to thump on mine. Well, yeah, you're an iPhone.
Look at me, I got this pen that pops out of my eye.
I know.
Mine's got a level that's built into it.
This one will go projection screen on the. Yeah. I think this is bad news right now. I'm thinking that my brother has got some of these pictures and video. It's got a text message that said, "Don't worry, I'll post them on Facebook." So I'm imagining some of these videos with me in the leopard print bikini. Is going to make their way to the internet real soon because my crazy ass brother is not going to hold out on that.
I'll be honest with you. If I had them, they would already be on the internet.
Yeah. So.
Hey, I got one more question for you.
All right.
What's up with this butterbean thing, man?
A lot of people told me, man, you got to do like a publicity stunt.
Dude, I think this is the best publicity. That word that you said.
Yeah, publicity.
Yeah,
that's hard to say.
It is. I ain't even gonna attempt it now. But yeah, I think this is the best thing you've ever done. I'll be in your corner. I think you could take him.
I just got to have somebody who can throw a towel fast.
Oh, I am there. I am there. I'll have it.
As soon as the bell rings, if I'm not feeling good about it, and I give you the signal.
Yeah. The signal's
like,
Doug. There you go.
I think you whoop your ass worse if you done that. You know what I mean?
I think
be like, you let me get ready for this. Yeah. They go to hold his arm up, and by that time he knocks you out. You wake up and they're like, oh God.
He's not only gonna be mad at you, he's gonna be mad at everybody. I'm gonna get my butt whooped.
The whole corner. And he may He may destroy the ring and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be mad, dude.
He just come unglued.
Yeah, he wants Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe it.
mad.
Oh, I believe it. I believe Jake Paul's in some world of hurt if he can ever get his hands on it.
I think so too. Yeah, I think there's something weird with Jake Paul.
I watched a thing on. It was a TikTok video I watched on him. He was fighting somebody.
They're saying that these people, like, he's paying them to fake it.
I don't know. I hadn't watched one of his fights.
I hadn't either.
I guess I need to, sit down and watch some of his fights.
I do too, because I mean, it doesn't. But he's like, he won against one big boxer recently.
Yeah, I mean, who was that?
But every single comment on there was like, "Get a life, bro. You didn't win, and you know how much you pay him or whatever." I gotta check it out too, man.
I'd like to figure out now because he's done some wrestling stuff too, and I was just like, nobody wants him. It's like nobody wants him around.
Mm-hmm.
It's just every time you hear his name, it's like, something always bad to say. So I don't know.
He's got a bunch of young kid listeners though.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I guess I ain't got nothing bad to say about the kid.
No,
because I don't know him and I haven't seen any of his stuff. I'm just, I just know that, with the butterbean thing and some of the stuff my kids tell me because they're younger and they watch that kind of stuff. So I don't even watch Ultimate Fighting anymore.
See, I don't know any of them anymore. Back when they had the show, I really loved it, Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
And
I watched it. I watched that, and then I would watch, fights on Saturday nights when they would come back on. But it's just like it just wasn't moving fast enough for me, I guess,
Yeah.
So
I used to love watching the UFC, and which Eccles, I watch his back, and stuff, but.
Yeah, now when you had him on, I watched a few of his fights, looking them up and stuff like that, trying to get back, trying to see what was going on.
But now Butterbean's thing, where they do the fighting, the people wear the headgear.
Okay.
And they have like a belt thing that goes around them, I guess, keep from getting hit.
It goes to it's like the old boxing gear.
Kind of looks like a big old pair of underwear or something.
Like a big old cup thing. Yeah.
I don't even know how you can fight and all that crap. And then, but his are pretty cool, man, because these guys are just like, these are the people you hear say, at the bar, I whole damn bar. It's for people like that, or these people that think they are like tough, and they get in this ring, they give it all they got.
Yeah. And
there's not and on a lot of those people, there's not a whole lot of form or anything. These people just paid their $40 and signed the liability waiver.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's like it used to be.
Fun to watch. Yeah, it's like the old timey.
Well, when I was growing up, you used to hear about the tough man competitions.
It's kind of like that.
Where you go to a bar somewhere and they'd have a ring set up. The ropes were held up with trash cans. You know what I'm talking about? And they get in there. They may have gloves on. They may not have gloves on. You paid you $40, signed you waiver, and then.
What was it? Bell Bottoms? Bell Bottoms was one of them, right?
What, the place?
Yeah, that they used to have.
It might be.
Yeah, I think it was Bell Bottoms.
There was a couple places in Huntsville. When growing up, I remember you'd hear about it on the radio. Come to, I don't know, come to the showcase tonight, and tough man competition, and then you'd go up there and you'd see people that you didn't want to even see, it's like, what had that?
Yeah, some of the roughest of the rough.
Inbreds come from, Lawrence County and Bayleton, and meet up, with their sisters, and that whatever they had's what's in the ring fixing the fight.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But those were the toughest guys.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, a lot of them were really tough. And you can find out that there's a lot of them that's not real tough. Because you can tell they got like a big crowd cheering, like.
You take them
back of their mind, they're thinking, I hope he gets his ass laid out. He's always talking about how tough he is.
Yeah. You see that guy's, like 6 foot, 300 pounds. I'm the baddest guy in work here. Go up there and just get his stuff.
Oh man, get his bell rung. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, you ain't neither one of them right now. Man, I've never wanted to fight.
Nah.
I've just never. I guess I don't know. I've just never wanted to. Me and my brother,
Brothers fight. Yeah.
Brothers fight, you know. But to be just out somewhere and just like see a fight start up, I'm like, where's the door at?
Yeah, me too, dude.
I'm wanting to get out of there.
Yeah, I get out of it.
It's
too.
the conflict. It's just I don't want to be around that kind of
People are
stuff.
so crazy too, man. You're liable to get caught up in the mix.
Yeah, you can be just standing there going, who? And next thing you're hit. You know?
Yeah, people used to like try to break them up and stuff. I don't even think they do that anymore.
No,
dude.
it's just
kinda
like
let them go because he's probably got 6 more friends here somewhere.
Oh, and there's
looking
cameras.
for somebody else to lay out.
And two, there's
know?
cameras. And once a fight starts, there's 50,000 cameras that come out. And then you might be the one that did something that ain't looked at that way, the way you did it, you know.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
you don't never know. You don't know who's watching you nowadays either.
Right, yeah.
I mean, you could be just sitting on the corner, you know, and you're being filmed the whole time.
Yeah, you're on film about 90% of the time.
I believe, yeah. Unless you are in your house, in the crapper somewhere, you know, and you know you're not being filmed unless you're filming yourself.
Right,
You know?
yeah. That's about it. Which they got drones, all that stuff nowadays.
Oh, yeah,
And,
yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's wild, dude. It really is. But I like the camera part of it because I love being able to know, like, somebody's pulled up or, you know, anything like that, you know.
Well, I do. I've ordered me one of those cameras that you can screw it in the light bulb.
Mm-hmm.
And
You just tell me about that,
Bluetooth to your phone. I did order me one of them for the new house over there because I'm in a bedroom. I can't see the driveway. I can't see, you know.
Yeah.
So I would like to know.
What do you do? Put it on your porch or something?
Yeah, just put it in a light switch, or like I've got 2 lights outside, and I'm gonna take one of them, the light out, and put that up in there. Yeah, that's how it gets its power.
Right.
And then it just
I need to
Bluetooths.
check into that. Yeah.
Bluetooths to your phone. When I got that, when I got our DirecTV, they asked me if I wanted I could have got a security system
With them
through
too.
them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I guess, kind of like yours, the Ring.
Yeah.
The Ring thing come up with cameras and then Bluetooth to your phone and all that.
Talking about DirecTV and Dish Network. I'm glad I ain't Spectrum.
Oh right.
I'm glad I ain't one of those people having to answer the phone out there.
Oh man, yeah.
Why do they wait to the very end? Why do they wait right till football season's supposed to start?
Didn't they do that something like that last year?
Well, DirecTV dropped SEC Network
That-
right before like
It was
Alabama
like right before.
and Texas A&M, I think it was, or something about.
It was a big game.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
But see, this is my complaint too. Why in the hell does Disney own ESPN?
I don't know.
That's wild. But Disney's the one I reckon that kind of is the one starting the conflict.
But what?
I have no idea.
Drop ESPN.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like you just drop, you know,
why is
the
Disney
game
want to
show
pick on
network.
the old people? You know what I mean?
right.
So, yeah, I mean Disney. You got the cartoons for the kids. You got ESPN for the adults. You want to piss off the adults, man.
Yeah, that's it. And
But
it's
they
just
do it right there where you cannot
do anything
get
about it.
something else in time. You know, 'cause by the time all those people start calling DirecTV and Dish Network and all that, trying to get
The
something,
game's over.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, yeah, it's just like
I'm almost glad. You know, I almost got the well, it wasn't Spectrum. It was DirecTV. All right, is what Spectrum goes through is DirecTV. That's AT&T.
right, yeah.
Okay.
We had to drop AT&T too. Our
See,
Wi-Fi
well, that's
started
what DirecTV is AT&T. AT&T owns DirecTV. So
that's the way you can bundle your Wi-Fi
and your phone and all that. Well, see, I almost had that, and I'm so glad. Hey, good man upstairs was looking out for me, because I was like, okay, because the week before,
Yeah.
remember, I had all that problem with DirecTV, you know, canceling on me and everything. Then I called Dish, best company out there, I think. Dish, I'm giving you a plug. You better be doing something
You
for
ain't
me.
kidding.
Dish, I think they're awesome. Their people are not outsourced. You know, where you're talking to some Indian. Now, I ain't got nothing wrong with Indians. I'm just saying.
It's just hard between the translation of what kind of problem you have a lot of times.
Exactly, because I mean, if you're from where we are, you've got a little bit of a Southern accent with their Indian accent and the Southern accent. Those two accents don't mix.
No.
So
It's almost like sometimes I just get so frustrated with when I had DirecTV of just being like, can I please talk to someone that will understand me?
yeah,
But now I call Dish Network. I've had to call them over several things.
yeah.
and they have a lot of people that works from home, and they get paid commission to help you. So you could call at 2 o'clock in the morning, and there may be somebody that's working that likes to stay up, at night.
Yeah.
Man, that phone won't even hardly ring, and she picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, "Can I help you?" I was like, this is a live do I press 1, 2? You know what I mean? I've actually called something that has a live person.
Right. That's the way I felt, because when I called Dish that day, I was thinking, I was like, man, I was just dreading it,
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, this sweet voice come on the phone, and she was American, and I could understand her, and I was just like, oh, what? I had the best experience of my life just now.
Yeah.
And she was just so nice, and it only took me
That's
15 minutes, and I was done, and it would have took an hour and 15 minutes if I was still talking.
Because you'd have been on hold, yeah. It was so funny too, man, because I called Dish Network before I was actually at the TV that I needed help with the main hopper.
Yeah.
She answered that thing so fast, and I started talking to her. I said, "Ma'am, I ain't gonna lie to you." I said, your customer service is unreal." She's like, "Well, you can do a survey after a while." I said, "I will. I don't care if that survey is 100 questions. You're getting a 10,
Yeah.
And I wasn't even ready. I had to turn my TV on and reboot everything just so I could, because I figured I was gonna be on hold.
Right.
So it was like she had to wait on me for a minute. Yeah, it's customer service. If you got that automated stuff, people like me, if I can move whatever it is, if I don't get to talk to somebody after I press about 3 buttons,
I'm done.
I'm pissed. Yeah,
I tell you, just somebody take it.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'll even get a little higher rate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, I start getting, it was like the other day, Woods didn't know who I was talking to when I was talking at Direct TV.
Yeah.
And I did. I lost my Jesus a little bit there. I did.
It's hard not to over.
I said things I probably shouldn't have said, but.
Talking to somebody on the phone gets me more frustrated than in person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you're supposed to be there the other day. You've already charged me $25, buddy.
Yeah.
Where were you at? You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's the way I was with, and then my thing is right now is, they took that, it was $19.99 connection fee or whatever it was. So I have to leave the house to go put money on the card, so they can take it off real quick. And so I go down to the dollar store, do all that, get back, and call them back, same person. That was one good thing about it, it was the same person. Well, and automatically they go, okay, the money's on there. Boop, that money's gone, just like that. Well, then I call them back, and I'm like, I want my money back. It's like, well, it's 3. Well, it didn't take y'all 3 effing days to take it off my card. That's when I said I had to come out of my Jesus.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. It didn't take you 3 effing days to take it off my card. Now, did it? And she was like, but no, sirs, hey, let me talk to your manager.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when they're just like, they don't want you to talk to their manager, because the manager's going to tell you the same thing.
Oh yeah, they will.
Well, this manager, he was a little smarter than I was on this day, because he's like, no, sir, it won't be 3 to weeks, it'll be 3 to 4 days. And I was like, well, that kind of calmed me down a little bit, Now I've called back, wasn't on there in 3 or 4 days. So I've called back. No, it's coming to me it's going to be on a card, a prepaid card.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, it's a gift card. Yeah, DirecTV's sending me a gift card is what's happening, So
that's ridiculous.
It is,
Give me my money back.
Give me just.
Yeah. You know what? You probably don't get to talk to a manager. Mm-mm. It's probably like what we would be at work.
Yeah.
Where I'd be like, hey Doug, come in here and act like your manager. This woman's pissed.
Yeah,
holding your finger over the top.
Hey, Jacob, phone's for you. And you'd be like, hello, this is Jacob. Yeah, what happened to the other guy? I'm gonna let you talk to my manager now. Yeah. That's like us as a manager, we give the phone to Woods or Jake.
Yeah. Every time people used to come in too and ask for me, I'd point at somebody else and send them to them.
Yeah.
Like let them actually go back there.
Yeah.
But hey, buddy, they go explaining something because they think that it's
it's
me or whatever, And it's like, okay, buddy, come back here. Yeah, he don't do that. Actually, I do. I just figured I'd have some fun on this shitty day. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, hell, man, I think you got to get back, brother. I appreciate it, dude.
Hey, man, I had a blast.
Talking about bringing maybe trying to bring CircleJokers back this winter when stuff slows down.
Definitely,
Me and Doug do old news, or like not old. We do
news
like
clips.
News clips, and we basically just make fun of it, or we're like, "Wow, that's amazing," or
that's.
I can't believe that person did that, or
yeah.
But it's always funny stories.
Always funny stories. Always have. Man, I always have a blast hanging out with you.
Yeah, those are good times.
We hang out all day long, but it's not like this. This is where we just get to kick back.
We ain't got the phone ringing or machines running. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're heavy equipment operators. Sorta. You can still get your finger pinched.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, it's got stickers on it.
Yeah, stickers on it says "Do not put hands here." That's right.
So y'all check him out, Doug Hunter 408.
Yeah, check me out, guys. Every morning.
Y'all have a good day, folks.
Have a blessed night.